Burnout rarely begins with indifference. It often begins with devotion. You cared, you showed up, you gave more than required, and somewhere along the way, your internal bandwidth thinned. What once felt meaningful now feels heavy. The shift feels personal, but it is structural. The nervous system does not measure meaning, it measures load. Passion can motivate effort, but it cannot override biological thresholds forever. When output consistently exceeds recovery, the system compensates until it cannot. Collapse is not betrayal of purpose. It is the body enforcing limits. And so here are 9 capacity depletion mechanisms behind burnout. 1. Chronic cortisol elevation. Sustained stress activates the HPA axis. Cortisol remains elevated beyond acute demand. In life, this appears as waking already tired before the day begins. 2. Prefrontal fatigue executive regions require metabolic resources. Prolonged demand reduces cognitive flexibility. This shows up as irritability, indecision, and reduced creativity. 3. Dopamine depletion reward circuits adapt to repeated stimulation. What once produced motivation now produces less response. You feel this as loss of excitement for work you once loved. 4. Emotional overextension. Continuous empathy and responsibility tax affective circuits. Without replenishment, emotional containment weakens. This appears as numbness or sudden overreaction. 5. Sleep architecture disruption stress alters sleep cycles and REM balance. Rest becomes shallow and fragmented. Even long nights do not restore energy. 6. Boundary erosion repeated overcommitment stretches regulatory thresholds. The nervous system loses clear stop signals. You notice this when saying yes feels automatic but costly. 7. Allostatic load accumulation. The body adapts to ongoing demand. Wear accumulates across systems over time. Small stressors begin to feel disproportionately heavy. 8. Identity fusion self-worth becomes tied to output. Rest triggers guilt instead of recovery. You experience this as anxiety when you slow down. 9. Recovery deficit cycle output exceeds restoration repeatedly. The system cannot rebuild capacity between efforts. Eventually, even small tasks feel overwhelming. And so we realize burnout is biology signaling limit. Passion cannot outrun physiology. Exhaustion reflects depletion, not weakness. Capacity collapses when recovery is ignored. So we ask ourselves, where has output exceeded restoration? What signals of fatigue did I override? What part of me equates rest with failure? How can I rebuild before I resume? Burnout is not proof that you stopped caring. It is proof that your system cared for too long without repair. Limits are not betrayals of devotion, and you are the sacred intelligence learning to honor capacity before collapse.